Welcome back to my channel, Mompreneur Profits. Make sure that you hit that like button. Make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel to stay up to date with my latest videos, whether it's a long form video or a short. Definitely stay up to date. Also, make sure you share this with someone. It could definitely help them out, especially moms who are trying to rebuild their credit as well. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to do a quick video here, basically giving you an update regarding the system itself. Now it is called Score AI. It was called like Build Credit. No, I think it was like Restore or something like that. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. But now it's called Score AI. So basically now with the system, when you want to start repairing your credit, you do have to keep something active called credit monitoring. So that way you can know your score as well. So within this, basically things have been updated. So I just wanted to, keep some of my information just so I can show you here. Most likely you might have some of these things as well on your credit profile itself. So what happens when you do come inside, you do have to sign up for something called ID Club. So that way you can keep your credit monitoring going. So that way your credit reports can be also imported as well too. So that way you'll see everything that is actually on your credit profile. Then it will pull everything that's absolutely negative on your credit profile as well too. So you don't have to really think about it. It's right there, because honestly with these tools that we have today, of course it's making things just a little bit easier for us to where, okay, you don't got to think about what's negative on your credit profile. It's automatically going to pull it for you. So within that, I'm going to click on one here for you. So what happens, it basically pulls everything within your credit profile itself. It lets you know exactly when, like, last payments. Right now, this one is saying in dispute, is derogatory or whatever, so on and so forth. And that is with Experian, and no, it's with TransUnion Equifax. So right here is going to give you a dispute reason automatically. Right here it says account validation requires credit bureaus to do their checks. Let me take a look here. You also got more inaccurate account, duplicate account, late payment, inquiry validation. So it's going to automatically give you a dispute reason as well. And what you do is you will click on dispute item, and you will do that for all the negative items on here as well. And once you complete that step, you'll click on generate dispute letters now. And what you can do is you can basically have the system send these letters out for you automatically, to where basically it's saving you time from going to the post office to mail these out, or even going to the post office to get a stamp to mail these out, or even going to the post office to do it certified mail, because there are different ways to do this now. Like I said, you can have the system send it out. Of course, somebody on the other end, they're going to be sending out the letters anyway. But at the same time, it just saves you time from actually having to go and get it printed out, go to the post office and send it off. So it cuts down time for you, which is amazing. Now, if you want to send it out, because sometimes I like to do that myself, is I like to send my own letters out. I already got a book of stamps. And what I do on my letters, I like to sign my letters, basically give it like a personalized touch. And then even though you have to upload your license and your utility bill, I like to also add a copy of my SSN as well too. So you got ways of doing this, having a system do it for you, or you send it out to basically sign it, having a little personalized touch, and hey, you're on your way pretty much. And it takes 30 to 45 days for the credit bureaus to do their solid investigation. Remember, with these credit bureaus, they're not physically reading these letters because they have millions of letters coming in all the time. What they're doing is they're putting your letters through an e-Oscar system. Basically, they're scanning the letters, seeing if it's going to match up with any information that the credit bureaus got. If something is not right, they'll reach out to the actual creditors. That's what they say that they do. And the credit bureaus will say yay or nay probably on their end. So that's also a good way as well too. So just to save you some time, that's my credit score right now. Was actually higher than that right now because the system hasn't updated yet on this particular end. But my credit score is always up and down. Like I tell anybody, your credit score is going to be an up and down battlefield. Results do vary. Results are not always guaranteed with the credit score itself. But when I say results, most of us look at our credit score increasing, but we fail to actually look at what has been removed from our credit profile itself. Remember this. Lenders, they look at what's on your credit profile. You can have a 700 credit score, but if your credit profile is credit utilization is high, payment history is just out of whack, you got new accounts and you're shopping around and stuff like that for loans, lenders look at your profile itself. Your score doesn't really actually matter like that because, like I said, you could have a 700 credit score, and if your credit profile itself is not up to par, a lender can still tell you no, even though with a 700 credit score. So it matters what's on your actual credit profile itself. You could still have a 680 credit score and try to go and get a house, and they could tell you no. It's about what's on your credit profile. Like they say, well, we could help you get a loan or whatever because you have a 600 score. Yeah, you may get that loan, but that loan is going to have a high interest attached to it. So it's best to have a 720 plus credit score, but your credit profile has to be good standing, meaning that your credit utilization is under 30%. The best is 10% when it comes to lenders. Making sure your payment history is always on time with whatever that you're paying. And sometimes you can see where your payment history is at. If it's at an 80%, a 90%, 100% is absolutely great. Making sure like maybe you got an auto loan on your account. You got a secured credit card and you got an unsecured credit card. So you want to have a different mix when it comes to credit itself because they're trying to see exactly how well you're taking care of things. See, you got an auto loan, you got an unsecured card. An unsecured card is basically where they're giving you a set amount on that credit card. A secured card is where you're doing a deposit of $100 or $200. And remember, if you do a $200 security deposit for a secured credit card, you have to utilize 30% of that. The best is always 10% of that $200. So, and even you can go and get some furniture and put it on your it can be on your profile as well too, and you can be paying on that. So you want to definitely have that mixture as well. I always look at what has been removed from my credit profile itself, because initially with this system, I basically got a cancellation of debt in the mail. It was from portfolio, and they canceled out the express oil change card that I had. It was like over $2,000. So that was absolutely a plus. We have to look at the results of what has been removed. Then we can focus on later on the credit score. Because most people's credit score is going to be an up and down battle, especially like if you're in the 400s, 500s, and even the 600s. You may have 20 plus open accounts, or you may have a bunch of closed accounts, or you may have over 50 plus soft inquiries. Soft inquiries don't affect your credit score, but they actually affect you in some type of way because you're pretty much shopping around, and lenders can see that. So I just wanted to give you that update when it comes to doing your credit. Basically, the system is handling everything for you and it saves you time. It's always something to test out. And you want to stay getting if you see results of your things have been removed and a little bit of your score increases, then guess what? It works because it works for me. It has worked for me. I also want to talk about the bill credit account. This is almost something like a little bit of self. So basically, you're going through the process. You're going to select an account of how much ever you want to actually put, because what you're doing is you're trying to build your credit back up in a positive way once you get to a certain point. And it's basically like you're paying on a loan. So at the end of the term of the loan, you're going to get all that money back to do as you please. Also, another one of my favorites as well too here is really the credit attorney. So what they're doing is they're basically giving you expert insight at no cost. So if you want them to look at your credit report and see if there's any type of inaccuracy, something that may have been missed or you can't see or anything like that, they can do that. If you been or have been sued by creditors, they can take a legal look at that as well. Also advise you of some things and see what your next steps are. So it's definitely absolutely a great way to get into this, especially if you just want to solely work on your credit. But you can also become an affiliate for Freedom Path as well too, because you'll be earning 40% commission and then 30% on reoccurring build as well too. So it's a win-win situation here. And of course, you got travel planning, local savings, identity protection, estate planning, personal loans. And you can also form your LLC as well too if you don't have an LLC. So this is definitely financial services at its finest, because even though you have the information here, you still have to learn information in the background as well. All right, so I just wanted to give you that update as well. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share this information with someone. I hope to see you in another video.